Vinesh Phogat had approached the CAS, the Court of Arbitration of Sports, for a joint silver medal. Her plea's been accepted, and the court will begin hearing tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Now, do we look at this as a ray of hope for Vinesh Phogat, who so deserves her silver medal, or at least a silver medal, or should we look at it as something that's really not going to happen, keeping in mind past precedents in history? Let's cut across right now to our panelists. Joining me, Rahul Mehra, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court, Pradeep Magazine, Senior Sports Journalist, Divya Kakran, Asian Games and CWG medalist wrestler. Rahul Mehra, I want to come to you first. So tomorrow is the first hearing of Vinesh's plea. What can we expect? And how long will this hearing go on? Because now word coming in, this could even span, not just days but weeks at end.
Well, I think it's going to be a hearing where, in case Vinesh has to get justice, it has to be a quick, short, hearing where everything is heard on both sides. It's not a very complicated matter. The entire thing is stacked up against Vinesh for the simple reason that there is probably no such precedent in the past, and the rules are pretty clear. But I think miracles do happen. Some miracles, Vinesh, through her hard work and through her blood, sweat, she had shown us a couple of days back on the wrestling mat, where she defeated, the unbeaten 82 bouts champion, the European champion and the Pan American champion, back-to-back 3 bouts.
Rahul, you're having a bit of a problem with your audio. We're going to try and correct that. While we do it, I want to go to Pradeep Magazine there. Pradeep Magazine, taking off from what Rahul Mehra was also saying, it's going to take a miracle if we're going to look at joint silver for Vinesh Phogat. She might have won hearts, but ultimately the big dream for any sports person is to be on the podium, which she had earned. We can be tempted to look away from the rule book, but ultimately rules will be rules.
Yes, I think you're right. And despite we all Indians would hope, and it not just in India, all across the world, there are voices which are saying that injustice has been done to Vinesh, and they feel that these weighing in rules, which also changed later when there was, because earlier there used to be one-day wrestling bouts. So the weigh-in would take place in the morning and there was no second weigh-in. So this time, because the final, in the last few years, the final is a 2-day, final is shifted to the next day. So the weigh-in takes place again. The world feels that this is not right because of the simple reason that all lifters, wrestlers, boxers, majority of them play in a weight category which is lesser than their actual weight, because it gives them an advantage of being stronger but playing in a lesser weight category. And it's across. It's not cheating. It is generally done. They reduce their weight genuinely and they fight. A lot of people are suggesting that the next day weigh-in rule should be changed and allowance should be given for a 1 kg increase, because weight is never static. Preeti, even if you weigh yourself in the morning and weigh yourself in the evening, you'll realize there is a difference. And if you're exercising, post-exercise, your weight might dip by 1.5, 2 kgs even. But keeping in mind the fact that there is a rule which the wrestling body has established, especially for Olympics, because in World Championships, 2 kg weight is allowed. Allowance is made in certain conditions, but in Olympics, they are very strict. So I doubt whether CAS, as it is known, would overturn the decision, but let's hope they do, because Vinesh has genuinely won her bouts. On all the bouts she has won, she was not overweight. She was within the 50 kg weight limit. So it appears cruel to us. It appears cruel to many in the world that such a fantastic boxer, wrestler who defeated kind of a legend of wrestling in the first round, who was unbeaten for 82 bouts. she made a final, and we know under what circumstances has she fought, what she did in India, what Indian state did to her. We all know, and it's such a great fighter. She already is a big legend in India now, regardless of whether she gets silver or not. I think she weighs in more than even gold for her.
Mr. Magazine, in that sense, you're right, because maybe not to the podium, but she's made her way into Indian sporting folklore, definitely. But Rahul, I want to get you back into this conversation, because if we focus on this, the plea which is going to be heard by the CAS tomorrow, the big question will be, because if you go by past precedents, it seems improbable that the decision would be overturned. But could there be compassionate grounds? And that could be exercised. So is there a sliver of hope there that we have, that maybe compassionate grounds it would be seen? Because if you look at it, the decision was made very cut and dry as per the rules. But there is room for compassion here, especially with what Vinesh's journey has been, and that she weighed on the morning of those 3 bouts before the final. She was well within the weight category.
So I think what is heartening, Preeti, is the fact that, the plea is admitted. It could have been dismissed in limine as well. So that gives me some ray of hope. Maybe there is some magical experience that India is going to experience in a day or two. All I can say is the precedents and the rules are stacked up against India and Vinesh. But irrespective of that, I think the rule is obnoxious, as I have maintained right from the beginning. It's completely arbitrary, and it is extremely unfair. As Pradeep was saying, on the day when she was weighed in, her weigh-in was 49.9, and it was below 50. So it was fair and square. I can understand an athlete later is found to have doped. There is some artificial substance which you've taken to enhance your performance. That's not the case in Vinesh's bouts. And therefore, if you have won it, fair and square on the day of the competition, how can you, as a federation, take away that fair bouts result and turn it around and say, because our rules say so, and we agree, it could be arbitrary, it could be whimsical, it could be, unethical, it could be absolutely unfair, but we stick by our rules. Surely the federation is entitled to stick by the rules, but we are in a court of law today, and whatever the Court of Arbitration for Sport will decide, that will be binding on IOC. IOC is the one which conducts Olympics, Asian Games, Commonwealth Games.
But will they overturn?
So
that's the big
at
question.
The end of the day,
it's rarely
I think it's
right.
not.
Yes, go ahead. Make your point.
But I want to just leave a thought with your viewers. It is not about how Vinesh has been treated at the international level. It is about the run-up in the last couple of years, and I've been fighting her case over the last 6 months, and Bajrang Punia's, Sakshi Malik's in the Delhi High Court. And, if you look at the facts, the way they are stacked up against our absolute legends, these are greatest of all time wrestlers in India. These are champions who have won Olympic medals, who are Olympians, who are Asian medalists, not once, but not twice, not thrice. They are Commonwealth gold medalists. They are Padam Shris, and they are Khel Ratnas. This is the elite of Indian athletes that we are talking about.
Right.
And I shudder to think if Indian state can be hand in glove with the Wrestling Federation of India in supporting Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh's crony, who is the suspended body's president, Sanjay Singh, currently who's the president of Wrestling Federation of India, who has absolutely no shame. And these, people go on public exchequer money, and they go and have a blast in wherever in the world these games are happening.
Rahul, that's a conversation that needs to be had.
And WFI.
No, Rahul, that's a conversation that needs to be had on a separate platform, and it should definitely be had. But when it came down to Vinesh, you and I both know better that her entire team, that her support staff really wasn't the WFI. She had her own private staff, from nutritionist to her coach. It was all her own.
Allow me to just mention one aspect. It has never happened in Indian history. It doesn't happen globally that the federation's support staff is not the one which is looking after the national athletes. Why did the federation bring the state of affairs to such an extent where your elite athletes have zero confidence. In fact, on an affidavit, it has been stated in the court that we are scared that our food and our drinks might be spiked by none other but these people. Now, can you imagine the level of mistrust that you have, and then
it needs to be looked into.
And then you ask people to perform at the India and international level.
There is a sense, there are a lot of people who are blaming the WFI and the Federation right now for what went down in that, a span of 14 hours in Paris, where she was to cut weight. But that really isn't the responsibility of the WFI, Rahul. That's my limited point. But, I'm going to come back. Allow me to bring in...
No, I'm sorry, it is. That responsibility was shunned because there was mistrust, and that mistrust is the doing of the rest.
There was distrust between the Federation and Vinesh, and that was very obvious in months that led up to the Olympics. I want to bring in Divya Kakran as well. Divya, ultimately, we can say that she's made history. She's written herself into the annals of sporting history. She's a legend. We can say what come may, but for a sports person, the ultimate dream is to stand on the podium and see your country's flag go up. What is it that now India can do to make up for what has really happened with Vinesh?
देखिए कि जो विनेश जी ने किया है वो वाकई में आप सोच नहीं सकते कि कितनी बड़ी बात है, क्योंकि हमारे देश की पहली ऐसी खिलाड़ी बनी है कुश्ती जगत में जो उसमें फाइनल में गए हैं वो, और उन्होंने सिर्फ 3 किलो वजन नहीं घटाया, उन्होंने 8 किलो वजन घटाया, जो कि किसी को नहीं पता है अभी। और वो जब 2-3 महीने से वो वजन घटा रहे थे, 50 केजी तो उनका आ चुका था, पर लेकिन अगले दिन ही उनको फिर दोबारा वेट दिखाना था। उसी दिन कुश्ती लड़ना, वजन घटाना और रिकवरी करना, 3-3 बाउट उन्होंने जीती है। उन्होंने एक वाक्य में ऐसा काम किया, 14 साल से एक लड़की की अब तक कोई उसको नहीं हरा पाया है, और मुझे नहीं लगता कि आगे कोई हरा पाएगा, क्योंकि जो काम उन्होंने किया है वो मुझे नहीं लगता कोई कर सकता है। और सच में वो जो 2020 में टोक्यो में ओलंपिक्स हो रहे थे, 41-0 से जो जापान की लड़की थी उसने सबको बाहर किया था, और आज यहाँ पे पेरिस में पहली कुश्ती में हमारे देश की जो लेजेंड बन चुकी है उन्होंने उसको 2-1 से बाहर निकाला है। तो ये बहुत बड़ी उपलब्धि है, और मैं चाहती हूँ कि उनको सिल्वर मेडल जरूर दिया जाए, क्योंकि वो सिल्वर तक उन्होंने जो सफर किया है, वजन तो उन्होंने दिखाया है ना, फाइनल में तो वो गई थी ना, 50 किलो ही दिखा के गई थी। तो मैं चाहती हूँ कि वो 50 किलो जो उन्होंने वजन दिखाया, अगले दिन जो 100 ग्राम की भूल रही है उसके कारण उनकी पूरी जो जिंदगी है वो सारी खत्म हो जाएगी उसके कारण। तो मैं चाहती हूँ कि उनको सिल्वर मेडल जरूर दिया जाए।
दिव्या, जो आप कह रही हैं सही कह रही हैं कि लेजेंड ही नहीं है, और जो कह रहे हैं वन ऑफ द बेस्ट, वन हैज टू एक्सेप्ट शी वाज वेयर द वुमेन रेसलर्स इन द करंट डेट आर कंसर्न द ग्रेटेस्ट ऑफ ऑल टाइम्स, बिकॉज शी हैज बीन द फर्स्ट वुमेन रेसलर इन द कंट्री टू एंटर फाइनल्स इन ओलंपिक्स। सो लेट्स गेट दैट क्लियर, एंड दैट शी वाज वेल विद इन हर वेट लिमिट। पर दिव्या, जो उन्होंने एक ट्वीट करा है कि वो रिटायर कर रही हैं, एक बहुत ही इमोशनल ट्वीट है जो कह रही हैं कि मां कुश्ती मेरे से जीत गई, मैं हार गई, माफ करना, आपका सपना, मेरी हिम्मत सब टूट चुका है, इससे ज्यादा ताकत नहीं रही है अब। अलविदा कुश्ती 2001 से 2024 तक, आप सबको हमेशा, आप सबकी श्रेणी रहूंगी माफी। आपको लगता है कि विनेश फोगाट ने ये जज्बातों में ट्वीट किया है क्योंकि एक इतना बड़ा फैसला लेना कि रिटायर हो रही हैं?
देखिए, हम भी उन्हें बचपन से ही जानते, जब से हमने देखा है, ये उन्होंने जज्बात होके या फिर भावुकता में आके नहीं ये फैसला लिया है। एक इंसान कब तक लड़ सकता है? हमने देखा है 2016 में जब वो रियो में गई थी, उनके पैर में चोट लग गई थी, तो उस टाइम पे आप सोच नहीं सकते, इतनी मेहनत करके इंसान ओलंपिक तक पहले क्वालिफाई करता है, उसके बाद वजन घटाता है, वजन घटाना सबसे बड़ा टारगेट रहता है, फिर ओलंपिक में जाता है, कैसे ना कैसे करके। लोग तो कितने ही जो लड़कियां स्टेट पार नहीं कर पाते, नेशनल पार नहीं कर पाते, एशिया मेडल नहीं ला पाते, तो जो लड़की इतनी मेहनत करके ओलंपिक में गई है, पहले ही ओलंपिक में चोट लग जाती है, फिर दोबारा 4 साल कड़ी मेहनत करती है, 20 में जाते हैं, फिर चोट लग जाती है, उनको दिमाग में भी कुछ उन्होंने उस टाइम पे बताया था कोई दिक्कत हो चुकी थी वजन की वजह से, फिर वो 4 साल मेहनत करते हैं, फिर आते हैं और कैसे ना कैसे करके वो फाइनल में भी पहुंचते हैं सबको हरा के। पर लेकिन फाइनल में जाके पूरी रात वजन घटा के 16 साल जो इन्होंने अपना ओलंपिक का सफर किया है, उसमें भी ना मेडल मिलना, तो मैं मान सकती हूँ कि वो अंदर से टूट चुकी है इस चीज को लेके, क्योंकि एक इंसान कब तक इतनी मेहनत कर सकता है, कब तक तपस्या कर सकता है। तो वो मैं फील कर सकती हूँ एक रेसलर होने के नाते कि उनके अंदर जिदारी बहुत है कि वो इतना भी बोल पाए, इतना कर पाए। जो उन्होंने देश के लिए किया है ये सच में बहुत बड़ी बात है, और हम सब इसको हमेशा जिंदगी भर ध्यान रखेंगे। और पहली लेजेंड वही है, चाहे मेडल उनको सिल्वर मेडल दे या ना दे, पर ये इतिहास के पन्नों में जरूर लिखा जाएगा कि पहली जो ओलंपिक में फाइनल में पहलवान पहुंची थी वो विनेश फोगाट ही पहुंची थी। चाहे किसी का गोल्ड भी आ जाए, पर लेकिन पहली खिलाड़ी वो ही रहेगी।
सही कह रही हैं आप। प्रदीप मैगजीन, you know, the sheer fact is, as heartbreaking as it was to see the disqualification of Vinesh Fogart yesterday, what was a bigger heartbreak was to read her tweet this morning, because, you know, for the first time in the months, and we've seen her both on the mat and off it, it seemed that collectively we had crushed her spirit.
Well, it's quite sad. Her individual story from her perspective. She's been a tremendous wrestler, probably one of the greatest India has had. Her Olympic journey, as Divya described earlier, has been incredible despite injuries. She reduced her weight. She went and fought. She is in multiple medal winners in Asian Games, Commonwealth Games. So from her perspective, the battle she was fighting at home against the federation, against the Indian state. She was maligned. I mean, what more sad can it be that such a champion athlete is being called a liar and maligned and dragged on the streets of Delhi by the Delhi police. Yet she had the courage, the strength to go to Olympics, to qualify for Olympics by her own right and enter the final. It's incredible. Right. But her story may be sad, but it's very inspiring as well. I think Vinay should look at the other aspect of it, that the respect, the admiration she has earned across the wrestling world, and obviously, especially in Indians, is huge. Even a gold medal wouldn't have earned her that much of respect as what she has done, the way she has done, she has achieved. You know, so it's an incredible feat, and salutes to her.
Well, incredible feat and salute to her, and we are still hoping to hang on to that ray of hope where the CAS who's admitted her plea for a joint silver, which is going to be heard tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. India Standard Time. We're going to get you the latest on that. That something comes off it. Let's hope for a miracle there, because destiny cheated her off it. Let's hope it's delivered. Thank you for our three guests for joining us.